What's up, everybody? Welcome back to No Faking Sports. I'm your host, David Kincaid. Week one in the books. We had some great football all weekend, man. It felt like we had four playoff matches. This week was amazing. This week gave everything that you could possibly give. It worked out for some, didn't work out for others, but that's the way the ball goes, especially in college football. 2025 week one recap. Let's go. Starting off with Texas debut at number one, man. They had to go to the shoe and face the Ohio State Buckeyes. Didn't go well, man. Um, Arch Manning started off throwing the ball short. He missed a couple of targets. Uh, Texas defense looked fine. Okay. This wasn't a high scoring game. They held Ohio State to 14 points, and Ohio State held them to 7 points. Was it more Ohio State's defense, or was it Arch Manning really isn't that guy? I don't want to believe that Arch Manning isn't a good quarterback. Okay. Not ready to believe that yet. Could he be a Jackson Arnold situation? Not quite what we thought it was. That might be a little far fetched. I think Ohio State still has a really good defense because they have been doing well on the recruiting trail for the last however many years, man. They have done a job down there. But Texas Falls, man, 14-7. Next, we got the number two Penn State Nittany Lions, man. Um, Season warm-up opener. They go ahead and go forward and beat Nevada 46-11, man. I mean, stout defense, running the football. It just is what it is. Drew Aller had a pretty good day, pretty efficient, man. 22 of 26 for 217 yards. Penn State getting it done, looking good. Is this the year that they can take that next step and beat Ohio State and beat Michigan? Or are they the same old Penn State that just don't have the recruiting or just don't have the juice? They've been recruiting well, man. But going up against Ohio State in that conference, going up against Michigan with what they have at quarterback, um, we'll see, man. Can Drew Aller move forward and make the plays when they matter this year? All right. LSU at Clemson, man, for the fight of who is the real Death Valley. This felt like a playoff game as well. One team won because they didn't turn the ball over. I mean, if these teams played a 7 game series, I think it'll go 7 games. I don't think that LSU is that much better than Clemson. I just think on this particular day, they won. Just like last year when Oregon was able to beat Ohio State, but Ohio State beat them when it mattered in the playoffs. If these teams see each other again, does Clemson come out on top? Does Cade Klubnik not throw an interception? Or does Garrett Nussmeier continue to do what he does and LSU comes out on top? This was a very good football game, man. If you're a college football nut, I hope you were thoroughly entertained with this game. Not a high scoring game, but a very good football game on both sides of the football, man. I know that each fan was thinking this and thinking that about why this happened, why the defenses played good, offenses played good. It's just a very good football game, man. So I hope everybody enjoyed that one. LSU gets the job done, man. So Clemson was ranked number 4. LSU would definitely be moving up in the rankings. This was a good win for them. All right, man. Number 5, Georgia Bulldogs, man. They beat Marshall like you would think Georgia would. They are who we thought they were. Ran the football, played immaculate defense, man. This game was over before it started. Georgia actually has a mobile quarterback this year. We'll see. We know one thing: Zachariah Branch is a dude. We knew that already. Zachariah Branch is amazing coming over from USC. He had a hell of a day. Um, just is what it is, man. When you got Texas, all the fuss about Texas at number 1 and Ohio State being at number 3 and Penn State being at number 4 and Clemson being all these teams are being ranked ahead of Georgia in the number 5 spot, and Georgia's sitting there like, okay, all right, bet. Here we come. Kirby Smart, man, it is what it is. It's the Georgia Bulldogs, man. They fired off the football. They played well. Uh, just like everybody else, they got some stuff they need to clean up. But I think Georgia is going to be fine. And when it comes time for playoff committee time, Georgia will be sitting right there going to the playoffs again. This is definitely a playoff football team, man. It's going to be tough beating these Bulldogs. Next, we got number 6, Notre Dame losing to number 10, Miami, man. 27-24. This was a really good game as well. We got some good football, man. First week of the season, and we got another potential playoff matchup with Notre Dame and Miami. Miami looks really good. Carson Beck's finally got some receivers that act like they want to catch the ball for him. That's what it is, man. Miami continuing to take in transfer quarterbacks to fulfill their needs, and those he got the job done, man. Um, Notre Dame is still Notre Dame. They still ran the ball well. They still had a pretty good quarterback play. I mean, CJ Carr was fine, but he turned the ball over. So that was the deciding case in this game. Um, this is another one of those games that if this was possibly played in South Bend, you could make a case that Notre Dame would get the win there. But it was a road atmosphere. Miami got the job done. They'll definitely be moving up in the rankings. All right, look, man. Number 7, Oregon played Montana State. It's what it is, man. 59-13. Dan Lanning, man. Run the football, play defense. Uh, 39 total rushes for Oregon in this game. We know who they are. We know what their identity is. It's Oregon. They will be a top team in the Big Ten this year. We're gonna see, man. But I think Oregon will stay pat here for a while. Uh, we'll see. I think they're a really good football team. Number 8, Alabama at the 2-10 from the previous year unranked Florida State Seminoles. We got the soundbite from Castellanos. He said, Nick Saban ain't going to be able to save you. Florida State came in confident. Florida State got the dub. You can run on Alabama, obviously, from what Vanderbilt and Oklahoma was able to do last year, and then what Florida State did this year. But having a mobile quarterback has given Alabama problems in the past. It gives everybody problems, guys. But particularly Alabama, and they just didn't look good, man. Will this team bounce back? I think so. I don't think they're going to fall off the rails and be 2-10. They'll definitely bounce back. They'll definitely win some football games. Are they a playoff team? I don't want to overreact to week 1. We don't really know how good Florida State is. But this didn't look good for Alabama. Kalen DeBoer is already on his 4th loss against non-top 25 opponents. Nick Saban had a total of 4 losses the entire time he was at Alabama against non-top 25 opponents. It's not looking good. Coach wasn't happy. I promise you the Bama faithful are not happy. Go listen in to some of their podcasts. Because the Bama fans don't play, man. We're going to run that something bitch out of here. Oh, my God. Kalen DeBoer won everywhere else, man, but right now it's not looking good in Alabama. They got smoked, man. They got smoked, man. 31-17 was the final. It just Ugh. Um, One thing that Kalen DeBoer brought over from um, Washington was their passing attack. Washington threw the ball a lot, and it's evident that he's bringing that same mentality to Alabama. But guys, you have to understand, he has to get his quarterbacks in for his system. These quarterbacks that are out of Alabama are not his quarterbacks and not part of his system. Because I promise you that the quarterback they got this year and the quarterback that they had last year were not throw the ball 49 times a game guys. That's not what they were brought in to do. Okay. But that's what Kalen DeBoer is doing, man. I'm sorry. He threw the ball 43 times while Florida State ran the ball 49 times. Recipe for disaster. It is what it is. We'll see what happens going forward. All right, man. Number 12, Illinois. They look good, man. They beat Western Illinois 52-3. Luca Altmaier played well. We know who he is. And they ran the ball well. That's what they do. They play well, man. They're at number 20, ranked Indiana in 3 weeks. That's going to be their first real test. That should be a good game. We'll see where Illinois stacks up in the Big Ten, but they look good. They look good last year. They look good this year. All right, number 13, South Carolina at Virginia Tech. This was an old school football game right here, boy. South Carolina and the Black Unis going up against Virginia Tech, man. This was a pretty entertaining football game. I delved in a little more than just the highlights because I wanted to kind of really see what was going on. But they did what they needed to do. They ran the football and they found Nicholas Harbor. That's what they need to do. That's what they'll continue to do. That's what Shane Beamer will continue to do. He will run the football. He'll find Nick Harbor. That's a recipe for success. You got a veteran quarterback that's hard to bring down. He's good at what he does. He can make all the throws. This is a good football team here, man. We'll see. We'll see what they got. They should be undefeated by the time they get up to LSU. They should be 5-0. But they got to go through teams that they beat last year: Vanderbilt, Missouri, and Kentucky to get there. And then we'll see what it looks like when they play LSU. But they look good. 14, Michigan. They got their quarterback for the next 3 years. Bryce Underwood is going to be the quarterback at the University of Michigan for the next 3 years. You're going to have to deal with it. Could he be a Heisman type quarterback? I think so. Um, they got him one, okay? Uh, he's got some stuff he's got to clean up. He's got some stuff that he didn't see. But every throw, these throws that he's making, oh, Jesus. He throw the football and he can move and he's got the size. He missed one right there. But Bryce is going to be a good quarterback to come. They beat New Mexico. They beat up on the Lobos 34-17. Justice Haynes got off to a good start. The real test is in Norman next week. They go to Norman to face my Oklahoma Sooners, and we're going to see which one of these teams has taken that step from last year to get better. Which one of these teams will be in playoff contention? Because I think both of these teams could possibly be playoff teams. Oklahoma and Michigan. But the first step to make it into the playoffs is winning next week, and we'll see who comes out with the W. Boomer Sooner. All right, man. Number 15, Florida, man. Beat up on Long Island, 55-0. They beat them up. Defense, you see right there getting a takeaway. DJ Lagway played well. Can he stay healthy? That's where we're at. But everybody was saying that Florida could be a dark horse in the SEC. Depends on DJ Lagway, what he looks like. Can their defense continue to improve? Can Coach save his job, man? But they look good, but once again, it's Long Island. Um, they got to go to Death Valley in 2 weeks, so we got a good one on our hands. We got a lot of football this season, baby. We got everybody playing everybody, and it's week in and week out. We're just hope y'all are ready. I I'm already changing my lifestyle. Don't bother me during college football season. Don't schedule nothing on no Saturday. I'm not interested. It's college football season, baby. Florida look good. Number 16, SMU beat up on a team I didn't even know existed. East Texas A&M, man. 42-13. Kevin Jennings doing the job. Got another very good quarterback. We're gonna see though, man. They got Baylor next week. They did what they need to do. It's a pretty good game. Not really. But if you're a fan of SMU, you got to see your guys fly around, put up some points, get some big plays, got to see the defense fly around a little bit. They are right there in Dallas. With me being in Fort Worth, I'm definitely going to go to one of their games this year. Not exactly sure which one, but I'm definitely going to make one. SMU rolls, beats East Texas A&M 42-13. All right, Kansas State, after losing in week 0 to Iowa State, came out and was not ready to play against North Dakota. They won 38-35, but they would definitely be dropping maybe the 25, maybe out of the top 25. I don't know. They don't look good. It don't look good. A lot of people were hyping up their quarterback going into this season. Is he going to take that next step forward? Or is he going to lose his job to a transfer or a high freshman coming in, or y'all gonna have him the next 4 years? Because the way he's looking right now, it's a 4-year quarterback. And if you got a 4-year quarterback, you're probably not that good of a football team. It just is what it is. Kansas State get the job done, man, but in ugly fashion. Ugly fashion. All right, man. Number 18, Oklahoma Sooners get the job done in a dominant defensive performance against Illinois State. The Sooners still got run game issues. If you've been following my channel, you know I'm all about the run game, and you know I'm all about that being a key ingredient to winning at football. And Oklahoma Sooners, they just don't have it, man. The run game doesn't look very good at all. John Mateer is definitely him, and the Sooners definitely have some wide receivers this year, and they definitely have a top 5 defense. But they got to clean up that run game in order to make the college football playoffs, man. Pretty much every team in the college football playoff last year, they all had pretty good run games. Just is what it is, man. Oklahoma Sooners, if you want to make it there, clean up the run game. Their next big test is against Michigan. Well, their first big test is against Michigan this weekend. I've already talked earlier in the segment about Bryce Underwood and how I think how good he is. I think with the Oklahoma Sooners having a veteran at quarterback and Brent Venables showing Bryce Underwood a lot of different looks and blitzing from a lot of different places to confuse the young man, I think the Oklahoma Sooners will come out on top in an ugly, low-scoring game. All right, number 19, Texas A&M. They did what they have to do against UTSA, 42-24. We don't know who this team is yet. I think their ranking is a good ranking. I don't think that they're a playoff team this year. I think that they kind of go backwards a little bit. It's UTSA, man. They gave up 177 rush yards to one running back on UTSA. Okay. Uh, Mario Carver had a good day, 122 yards receiving, but who are you, Texas A&M? Middle of the road team, man. They're at Notre Dame in 2 weeks. We'll see. That's your measuring stick. You get to go against a team that was just there where you want to be. College football playoffs and the championship game. If you get it done against them, you definitely more than likely move up. But I don't see it. So we'll see. Mike Elko's got to figure out that defense. I think he'll get it done. This might just be a week one thing. But after you've had a long off season, I can see about the offense trying to find its footing, but not the defense. If they're not firing on all cylinders, then you might have a problem going forward. We'll see about Texas A&M. All right, number 20, Indiana, man. They gave up an early touchdown to Old Dominion on a long run from the quarterback, but they settled down, man. Got the win, 27-14. They're matched against number 12, Illinois, in 2 weeks. So we'll see where they're at. They got the job done. It's Old Dominion. It is what it is, man. Not much to see here. We got to wait until, like I said, they face number 12, Illinois, in about 2 weeks. And then we'll see where they're at. All right, man. Number 21, Ole Miss at home. They beat Georgia State 63-7. We know Ole Miss can score points. We know Lane Kiffin is going to put together an offense that can score points. They got LSU in 4 weeks, and I'm gonna say this. I think Ole Miss will finish the season unranked. Bold claim. I know I got it. Even though they rode Georgia State 63-7, I think they're gonna have some issues. I think their quarterback is a year away. And I just that's my gut feeling, man. I got a feeling they're going to finish the season unranked. Is what it is. But we'll see. I could be wrong. Man. All right, man. Number 22, Iowa State. They go for the throat right off the bat, man. Connect. Week 2, man. After beating Kansas State in the opener, they beat South Dakota 55-7. All right. We know who Iowa State is. They run the football. They play defense. They got a bunch of tall tight ends that they like to work with. They like to do little different things schematically on the defense. This is a good football team. They have really been relying on the run game. 46 rushes against Kansas State, 42 against South Dakota. Now, they got Iowa next week. That's a stingy defense. Can they continue to run the football? But the way that they are playing with a veteran quarterback, this is a good football team. This could potentially be a playoff team. Could they be in the Big 12 championship with Utah? That's what we're going to see in a stacked Big 12. But Iowa State gets the job done. All right, number 23, Texas Tech. They threw the ball all over the place. I know that they spent a lot of money on this roster. They got the win 67-7. But if you know this channel, you know how I feel about throwing the ball a lot. It's like being Steph Curry and shooting a bunch of threes. High risk, high reward. But this isn't college basketball. This isn't the NBA. We don't play 7-game series. You lose one game, you're out. This is not an offense that's going to translate well in the current college football landscape as well as the college football playoff. I don't see them going to the college football playoff, and if they do, I definitely don't see them advancing too far. Y'all spent money just to get to the college football playoff. I think it's going to be a failed experiment, and then they're going to look to make changes. Because when people spend money like that, they're going to want results from the coach. And if they can't get the results that they want after they spend all that money, then they got to move off the coach and go find another one. But it just is what it is. Texas Tech looked good in the thrashing of Arkansas Pine Bluff. Like I said, man, 6-7-7. But they play Utah in 3 weeks. I don't know if y'all saw what Utah did to Nico Iamaleava and UCLA, but they spanked them 43-10. And y'all think Texas Tech fans, y'all think y'all about to take this 7-on-7 football team and go beat Utah? No. Mm-mm. I don't see it. But until then, they're still ranked. All right, man. Number 24, Tennessee. They blasted off against Syracuse. And then they just put it in cruise control. Finished the game. It was never a game that was in doubt. It was a win for Tennessee. They got to play multiple people. They got to do work on some stuff. They looked pretty good. They looked better than their number 24 ranking. And I understand that there were a lot of questions because they lost to Nico Iamaleava. Can they continue to move forward with the quarterback that they have? Is he going to be the guy moving forward? We'll see. But the team definitely looks pretty good. They got Georgia in 2 weeks. Is it a competitive game or do they get rolled? That's what we're going to find out. But Tennessee gets the win against Syracuse 45-26. All right. Number 24, Boise State against South Florida. Boise State is terrible. They got a returning quarterback, and it looks like Ashton Jeanty was their whole team last year. They look terrible. Terrible, I tell you. Nothing to see here, man. They lost to South Florida, unranked team. They didn't just lose. They got throttled by South Florida. South Florida beat them up. Beat them up bad. After this week, they definitely won't be ranked. They probably won't see the top 25 again for the rest of this year. Utah is definitely moving up, man. So just is what it is. Back to the drawing board. But I don't like to overreact for week 1, but this was terrible. They won't be ranked again for the rest of the season, guys. It just is what it is. I know Boise State fans, I can imagine with their podcasters and the people calling in and what they're saying, man, because they looked bad. Opening week, you should not look that bad. You should look like you're ready to play football. And they came out lethargic. It's in the second quarter. I see guys with their hands on their hips, guys that don't look like they're interested. Like the body posture of the team was just bad. I think they know that they're not a very good football team. That's got to be the only reason why their posture was as bad as it was. All right, man, not a top 25 matchup, but North Carolina got spanked by TCU, 48-14, man. Welcome to college football, Bill Belichick. Uh, let's not overreact, all right? Bill Belichick has not forgotten how to coach. But Bill Belichick has to come in, create a new culture, recruit his guys, and just get the people that he wants for his defense and the people that he wants for his offense. The type of quarterback that he wants, the type of running backs that he wants, the size of the lineman that he wants, offensive line, defensive line. Like, it's not going to happen overnight, man. Even though Coach Belichick is a good coach, it's not going to happen overnight, bro. It's not. And I know that college football fans, we are the we want it now college football fans. We don't have time to wait. But you're going to have to give Bill Belichick time to bring in his people, bring in his guys. Let him do the recruiting. It's not like North Carolina has a bevy of a wealth of talent in the cupboard. So, I mean, this is it's shocking and it's definitely newsworthy. But you got to give Bill Belichick time to get his people in and give it 3 4 years. If they're still getting spanked like this in 4 years, then we can say it was a fail. I don't even think Bill Belichick will be there that long. I think Bill Belichick is going to keep this job maybe 2 years and then turn it over to his son if they don't run him out of town before then. Can you imagine the fans that are questioning Bill Belichick? Super Bowl, Super Bowl winning Bill Belichick, and it doesn't help the argument. Who was better? Was the Super Bowls become was it because of him or was it because of Tom Brady? Man, for this week, he got to eat that loss. You got to do them press conferences. I hope you guys enjoyed the content, man. I'm going to do this every week, recap of the top 25 teams, their games, and who they have in the following weeks. Go ahead and hit that like, subscribe button. Hit that bell notification, man. Drop me a comment. Do everything you can to interact and help me grow this channel. Until next time, guys. Peace.